What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James. RedemptionAgency.com. 20 plus years selling on eBay. How lucky am I? Almost 21 years. Mr. Vern. Doing something I've loved to do in life. You know what? You can't get no luckier than that. Just all the years of learning, struggling, succeeding. Courtney! There's nothing at the end of the day that beats the feeling of living life by your rules, by your time. Not stuck in a cubicle, not stuck being miserable, not stuck being somewhere you don't want to be, having to listen to an alarm clock yell at you every morning. Sometimes it's hard to see the greatness that you're surrounded by because of life issues or negatives or whatever the case may be. Everyone is different, of course. But at the end of the day, if you can just imagine where your life would be if you are not in the moment you are in, is that a good thought or a bad thought? You know what? I've been pretty damn lucky. I probably have one of the biggest CD collections, media collections in St. Louis, counting all the stuff I got in storage, that I can just create my own music store. I haven't checked in many, many months, and my numbers have fallen. I was once the biggest pre-owned hat seller on eBay, and I still may be, with thousands more in storage waiting to go up. So I could be the ultimate hat store. You can be whatever you want to be in this freaking life. Sure, there's going to be obstacles and rules you have to live by, but if you use those to your advantage and create something different, something new, you don't look at them as obstacles, you look at them as fuel. You look at them as part of the art project that is your life, if you will. You have to be able to create something out of it, or you're going to take it in a negative form and it's just going to slow you down. I think a lot of you have watched my videos long enough to learn, I guess, more about me than I probably even know from the outside looking in. But someone like me, coming from where I come from, who can freaking barely say half the places I send items to, who fights like this, I don't want to call it dyslexia, but it's like a mini dyslexia with numbers changing on me and letters changing on me. Maybe it is dyslexia. I don't know. I never went to a doctor about it. Who just has who never was great in school because it was just boring as hell, as Leslie was history. To be able to just for 21 years do something I love to do. And it's not about how much money. It's about creating that stability and happiness. It doesn't matter about the size of the basement that the stuff is in. It's about the happiness that's in this basement. You just gotta realize that sometimes. You have to put yourself in check, step back, and say, how freaking lucky am I? All right, that being said, let's get into what sold overnight. It was kind of a slow night. I think I got like 14 orders. to pull, so not much. We are a little after 7 a.m. Well, we might be hitting 8 a.m. right by now, but offers seem to be still turned off overnight. I only had 3 in 12 hours, so offers are jacked up still. We're going on, 2 weeks now of that issue. Not going to worry too much about a little bit, the lack of sales overnight, because we've been bouncing back pretty well. I think I did $974 yesterday, and only sold 56 items, but being I've been raising my prices, it looks like it's paying off a little bit, so that's good. That's going to help out. So if I can continue growing off of that, even in these times that we're in right now, middle of summer, gas at over $5 for me because I use premium, and just the way the eBay's been acting, the eBay, can't complain about that. Just imagine if everything was working beautifully, where would those numbers be at? So keep pushing, because all those things will come to an end soon. So I'll just keep positive, keep pushing. So let's get into it and get what's sold. I've got a little bit busy day today. I gotta drop my car off to get my tires replaced finally. I went to Discount Tires to get my tires instead of a friend's garage because he was really busy, right? So I went last Tuesday, and they go, they'll be in Thursday. The fronts are in town. The backs are coming from Indiana. They'll be in Thursday. No problem. Go back Thursday. Nope. Got somebody else to talk to. No, they're actually coming from North Carolina, and they won't be here till Saturday. Okay, no problem. No call Saturday. Stopped by yesterday. Another guy helping me make some calls. They're in town. They're at a warehouse. If I have to go get them, I'll go get them. Leave your car. We'll take care of it. Left my car. Got a call an hour and a half later. They're the wrong tires. I go up to pick my car up. I walk in. I say, tell me where you're at, and I'll tell you where I'm at. They go, well, we are having them overnighted from Indiana. Sorry about the issue. They will be here tomorrow. I go, here's where I'm at. Tuesday I was told Thursday. Thursday I was told Saturday. Today I was told today. I'm a little upset. You overpromised 3 times and did not deliver. If you would have told me last Tuesday, maybe about a week, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now because I would have waited. But you overpromised 3 times in a row. So I'm kind of upset about that. So I'm giving you one more chance. And I asked him, are they going to be here tomorrow? And I gave him 3 choices. Yes, no, or maybe. I gave him a way out. He said yes. I go, okay, with that being said, if they are not here tomorrow, I want a refund, and I'm taking my business elsewhere. So then a few hours later, the store manager actually called me and said, sorry about everything. We dropped the ball. We overpromised, didn't deliver. So what I'm going to do is take care of one of your rear tires for you. Going to give you a refund. It's like $400 or $500 or whatever. I'm like, I appreciate it. Really do. But it's not about, it's not about the money or even the time of the freight. It's about the 3 times of overpromising and not delivering. That's upsetting. So he's going to take care of one tire for me, and they're supposed to be in today, so I'm going to drop my car off today, and we'll see what happens. And then I got to go out to the tax guy, pick up the tax papers and stuff, because all the taxes are finally done. And I think he better have filed extensions. Yeah, he did. I remember seeing him. So he did file extensions. So the taxes are finally done, so we can get that closed up today. And I think there was something else, but I can't remember what. I'm sure I'll figure it out soon enough. All right, let's get going. So in the last 6.5 hours, only sold 3 items after 2 a.m. So actually a little bit longer, but 1, 2, and 3. These 2 were bought yesterday and paid this morning. So kind of a slow morning, slow start. So let's hope we have a nice little rebound day. So that's 18 items in 12 hours, which ain't bad. But the last 6.5 hours have been kind of blah, almost 7 hours with 3 items. So hopefully we'll get that repaired, because I haven't sold nothing in an hour and a half. Well, technically, yeah, so that's about the same time. So nothing in an hour and a half. So let's get some stuff sold, man. All right, let's delete all that, and then we'll start. I'm gonna leave that one. See how long between sales that there are, since we're at 8:22 right now. All right. First up, we start off with this Bruce Lee VHS collection. Not worth much. Sold for $8. Headed to New Hope, Pennsylvania. All right, we just got this generic hat with a little black kitty cat on it. Sold for $14. Headed to North Carolina. Cheryl Lynn, It's Gonna Be All Right cassette. Sold for $8. Headed to Los Angeles. Time After Time, one of the best songs ever. Time After Time. Cyndi Lauper, She's So Unusual cassette. Sold for $5.60. Headed to Virginia Beach, Virginia. Jackie Wilson, I Got the Sweetest Feeling. It's cupcakes, Jackie. It's cupcakes. All right, cool vintage snap case with the artwork in like immaculate condition. Look at that. Well, maybe not the back, not immaculate, but still very nice. Very nice condition. Sold for $10. Headed to England. Oh, the Culture Club. The first of 4 years. I thought it'd be right in here. Either I'm overlooking it or I'm wrong. No, James, you can't be wrong. Nope, and I'm not. I just farted because I'm like squatting down. That's awesome. Was this the first fart on YouTube? Probably not. First fart in the reseller world on YouTube. I might have something there. That would be awesome. That's what happens when I squat. And I had a cupcake for breakfast. Yeah. All right. That's so funny. Culture Club this time. I hope at least like 50% of you guys laughed at that. That was good. Farts are funny. All right. It's sold for $10.50. Headed to Ohio. Senor Coconut. That's funny. Look at those outfits. I gotta get me one of those. All right, this sold for $7. Headed to Nashville, Tennessee. All right, all those audiobooks on CD I picked up at a yard sale for $1 a piece. So one finally sold. Lee Child, Die Trying. Sold for, and I clicked off the page for some reason. Sold for $14. Headed to Kentucky. I always feel like Vern is watching me. All right, we got Rockwell on cassette. Sold for $6. Headed to Brownsville, Tennessee. So let's go ahead and look at the numbers since raising my prices. So would we start about Friday, I guess it was? Or was it Saturday? May have been Saturday when I actually started it. So then we would end up hitting 733, 792, yesterday 974, and we're only at 840 right now, so starting the day off. So we'll see how it does over time when it comes to number of items. So the Friday I had done 44, so we'll go backwards and see what it looks like going forward. So 44, 57, 50, 48, 48, 67, that was a good one, 37, 40, 43, 33, this is when eBay was really having some issues these days, 48. So going forward, after Friday, we ended up in 61, 59, 56 yesterday. So, it's hard to, give a for sure answer if, it's definitely helping in the money area, obviously, but it doesn't look like it's slowed down the number of items, and it's kind of looking like it's increased the number of items, but that could be more eBay getting their issues worked out, because the last 2 weeks have been super bad on eBay with the server issues and what have you. So it's hard to say exactly what the rise is from, but like I showed you yesterday in the one video where I had an item up for a year at a lower price, ended it, sold similar, raised the price, and it sold. So it's a weird algorithm world out there on the old eBay, and just have to keep waiting around to see, it's about consistency. So, 3, we're day 4 in of the price increase, and I haven't done it across the board yet. Today is a end sell similar day. Yesterday was a list day. So when I do that, I will be raising some prices again on hats and t-shirts. And we'll go from there and just see how it keeps rolling out. So I don't be afraid to raise your prices a little bit for inflation, for the postage going up, etc. Especially if you sell used items. That's why I called my store, my tagline is vintage and discontinued, because you're going to have items that nobody else is going to have up on eBay, or very few people are going to have up on eBay. So don't undersell those items. Don't underprice those items, and don't be afraid to move them up a little bit. So that would be my thing. Anytime in the past that I remember raising prices, whether it's shipping or items, just because of increases on my end, I don't remember it ever really having a negative impact. So don't be afraid to do it. And yeah, just don't be afraid. That's it. Don't be afraid of things that go bump in the night. Da-da. Little Twisted Sister for you there. Next up, we got a Costa Rica hat. Sold for $7. Headed to Hampton Bays, New York. X-Pro Explosive Professionals. That sounds like fun. Sold for $8. Headed to Richmond, Kentucky. All right, we got Dorfman Pacific Newsboy cap. Sold for $10. Headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. This cool vintage St. Louis University travel mug with no lid. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Wheeling, Illinois. Vern already took his happy butt upstairs, and Courtney's like, is it time yet? I didn't hear the printer yet. But that is all for this video. And I'll leave you with some great parting words from a pop philosopher of the 80s, the one and only Miss Deborah Gibson. If your electric youth comes out of the blue, remember, anything is possible. Good night. I love you all. Cheese!